Oh my. Now what is today's date?
It's May 5th.
May 5th?
1998.
Okay, and what are we going to do?
Show you how we put the trees in and what they were like before.
Okay, now who's our cameraman?
Bradley.
But who's going to be our cameraman?
I am.
Okay, cool. And I will narrate?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll put it on fade here, and then. But what date is it again?
It's May 5th, 1998.
Okay, and what day did the trees get put in?
Friday. Last Friday.
It was Thursday, but that's Thursday the 4:30. Okay, I had to go to league that night. Okay, so we're going to show you how and what the trees look like and how we're taking care of them, just in case something ever happens. So we'll sign up for now, and then Nicholas will take the reins. What are you going to say, Nick?
Hi.
Or
Good
bye.
morning, America.
All right, first take a panoramic of that island there. Is Daryl Miller, and you might want to zoom.
Yeah.
Here you can zoom in and out. It's got automatic focus on there. It's focusing, yep. He said that he'd take all the grass off and then plant these trees. Well, 3 weeks later, he came back and said, no, we're not going to have to take the grass off. We're just going to plant the trees through the grass. So we're going to show you what these trees look like and how we're taking care of them. Come on, Nick. Now this is May 5th, and what we've done is we put the edging in, obviously, but we've watered these trees. Let's see, we watered them Saturday and we watered them Monday. Today is Tuesday. Notice how I plowed up around the circle here just to give it a little bit more penetration, but the drip system is in. Those drippers, if you want to take a little closer look there, son. No, come on up a little closer.
Oh.
Yeah, see. You see the drippers? Well, I'll show you one over here. See, this is a dripper. Each tree has it set at 7 gallons an hour. And right now we're watering them by hand with vitamin B12. Or not B12, but the vitamin B, VitaStart stuff. And we'll put them on a drip, but for now we're watering them by hand a couple times, filling those buckets, making sure they get good water. Again, Saturday and Monday. So we'll start the drip on Wednesday. But if you look over here, you see, I don't know if you can see it with the camera, but see the grass is still all right here.
Yep.
He dug a hole in there, and Humphreys told us that when we put the matting down, but the Kmart's got it on back order, we're going to put matting down here, and then red rock, is as this grass dies, it creates organic material that's decomposing, and it creates methane gas. And according to Dan Humphreys, is that methane gas will hurt young roots. So, you know, whether this is right or wrong, but Daryl said that he would take the grass up. Then he did say that he would spray it with Roundup and let it die, but obviously he didn't have time to do that for us, and he came Thursday the 30th, put all these trees that you'll be seeing in our video here within about 4 hours, which is a bit quick and careless, I think. But now, if you look at this is our birch. All these are aspen, and the 3 birches, I went ahead and staked it for windage and everything else to keep her straight. This is plastic tubing around wire, nice and loose, if you can see. So there's no restraint on it per se. This one's set at 9 gallons an hour here. It's a bit bigger tree. Notice the ponds that we have set up so that water isn't just running off, but it's running down to the system. All right, that's island number 1. Now let's go over to island number 2. Island number 2 is the same scenario, where he and his crew cut out the grass along the edging area that we had marked, but none of it in the center. He planted this tree you see right here, which is some sort of a choke cherry or something on this corner here, and then that blue spruce in that corner over there. And then if you can barely see it, there's a crab apple of some kind in that corner. These other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 plants we put in over the weekend. But again, each one of these trees is set up with another drip off of the main system. We have puddled it or molded it, kept it watered. Again, all these trees got the VitaStart or vitamin B, getting good water. Now, if you come over here, you see what I'm talking about is the grass. This is the turf area. Now I cut this. This was a 1 gallon plant, and I cut this circle out and dug deep and filled it in with soil on all these secondary plants. But this grass, I mean, I can't spray Roundup on this because this is green and it might kill it. But the grass is already starting to pop through. We're going to put the matting down. This is part of the reason we're doing this filming right now. Is come on over here and look at this. This was one of our prize trees that a guy named Randy Root put in. Can you see it here?
Yep.
This guy was about 6 years old, and he ended up dying. We thought it was winter kill. I took the sample to the, what do you call it, the extension office, and they said, oh yeah, it's winter kill. This is a blue spruce. But if you take a good look here, you'll see that the cord is still attached. And this plant strangled to death. A slow misery death that crippled one of the most beautiful trees we've ever seen.
That's sad, isn't it, Brad?
That's very sad. It's such a waste of both our money and our time. And Randy Root has not returned one of my 6 phone calls. So I guess a letter time, but this is our bird feeder. It's a nice little tribute to, remember all the Christmas lights we put on it?
Yeah.
But here you see the grass coming through. You know, he only took maybe 18 inches of width out. The rest of it was all grass, and then he dug, well, he only planted 3 trees in this island. But here's another tree, drip irrigated. We've not rototilled, but dug up the ground a little bit so it'll drain better or absorb water better. Now let's see if we can go over and look at this other pine and these 2 maples over here. Basically done the same way. Dug by hand very quickly. Whether they are 2 times the diameter of the bucket or the ball, I don't know. And how deep he buried them, I don't know. He was in a big hurry. Come on with me, son. This tree was in pretty sad shape. There's 2 blue spruces. This one and the other blue spruce you'll see over here. This is a regular fir. And this guy's root ball was all busted up. They said he might go into shock. Well, we've taken extra time to make sure it's molded and given it a nice shot of the vitamin B for aiding it in its shock. Either tomorrow or Thursday, I'm going to take some, what is it called? Miracle Grow, the feeder that you spray with the hose, and I'm going to feed each one of these trees again. The maples out here, I don't know if you can stretch this cord much longer. You're about as far as you can go, Bob.
I can zoom in.
We're watering this out of the ditch right now. These 3 trees are not set up on drip. But Lori has come out here every morning with a 5-gallon bucket and put water to it. We're going to let it sit for another day or so, let it dry out a little, put some good fertilizer to it, fill it a couple, 3 times, get good moisture to it. They're beautiful trees. We just don't want to lose them. Now let's go over to the other section. So have you been in this valley long?
Only about 11 years.
Oh yeah, you're what, 18?
Come Mom's
Oh,
living.
by the way, don't drive a tractor through the yard when there's guide wires here. No, up here, bub. There's guide wires here. It's a dog run. It'll pull the cement right out of that swing set like Daryl Miller did.